Hey, what up, bros and sis? Thanks for being here today on Decisive Learnings as well. We got some people watching the stream right now. We are a little bit late today, but that's fine. I hope I didn't make you guys wait for too long. I'm Henry Ho, and I'm an entrepreneur, digital marketer, and most importantly, a software enthusiast. Today, I have Shoaib Khattak here. He's the founder of CloudPages. CloudPages is the only SaaS-based control panel that natively supports Lightspeed servers, and Lightspeed servers. They seem to be the I would say the new thing right now, because most of the web hosting companies are actually moving over to Lightspeed servers. Myself, when I make use of my web hosting uh company, which is Exabytes, which is in Singapore, right? They are also making use of their WordPress hosting using Lightspeed servers as well. And CloudPages is great for managing Lightspeed servers, which are known for managing the high traffic websites. So I'm so excited to have Shoaib here to share a little bit about Cloud Pages, as well as how to deploy it and how to make use of it, and what are some use cases for it. When it comes to WordPress servers, I'm probably not the best person to talk about it, because I'm not that much of a technical person, but I'm here to learn, right? And I'm so excited to bring Shoaib here to share with us. Hey Shoaib, how is it going?
Hello, Henry. How are you?
I'm
Good.
great. I'm great. How about yourself?
I am great too.
Yeah. So could you share with us, where you're from, and why did you start this Cloud Pages?
Henry, I am from Pakistan. Uh, we started this cloud pages as you already mentioned, as a SaaS-based application to manage WordPress dedicatedly for WordPress sites. We already have, as if people from the hosting background, they must know about the cyber panel. We are also behind the team behind the cyber panel. But as the cyber panel have a lot of functionalities that mainly a non-technical guy do not need a lot of functionality. But according to that experience, we decided to create a thing that is that have enough and only that functionalities that is needed by a non-technical guy to manage its WordPress site. So basically, we developed the cloud pages dedicatedly for the WordPress to manage your WordPress site.
I see, I see. So your company actually developed cyber panel
Yes,
first, right? And then
yes,
you
yes,
just wanted to create something that is easier to use for people who want to deploy WordPress servers
yes.
itself, right? I think that's a great idea, because sometimes when we come across certain tools, right, they have too many features built in, and a lot of us just don't know where to start, right? And I'm sure today,
You're
me
totally
sitting
right.
down with you here, I'm going to learn something about how to manage WordPress servers with you, right? So do you have anything else to share, or do you want to get started telling us about what Cloud Pages and how we can actually make use of it?
I want to share like some of our how we started this. Like as I already mentioned that we are the team behind the cyber panel. Cyber panel is about a 4 year old now, and cyber panel has a lot of functionalities. Commonly, when any person is searching for some hosting panel and they come to cyber panel, they have a lot of functionality. And if you are a non-techie guy, you will not understand how you will deal with these number of functionalities. So in 2000 back in 2017, we developed cyber panel to manage host as a web hosting panel. But at that time there is no panel for the Lightspeed servers. Now in 2021, after a long experience and feedback from our user, I will mention that we have thousands of active user of CyberPanel. But in 2021, after a long experience and feedback, we realized that we have to introduce something that is enough for a non-techie guy. When someone come to the cyber panel, maybe they're confused with a lot of functionalities and searching how they can do this and that. So we developed a thing, a SaaS-based application, as I had mentioned earlier, a SaaS-based application that is dedicatedly for the WordPress. We added only those functionalities in this our application that is needed only for so non-techie guy. A non-techie guy can handle easily. I must say that Cloud Pages is very lightweight SaaS-based application to manage your WordPress site.
Yeah, awesome, right? Because like you said, right, non-technical person, I'm one of those. I'm one of those, right? I'm a marketer, I just,
You are a
just think of
marketer and we are
ways that I
developers.
can, yeah, I
We
can reach
we
more
are non-techie
people.
in develop marketing.
Yes, that's right, right? That's why, we need different people, to create a successful business, I would say, right? So do you want to do you want me to hand it over to you to get started to share with us how to make use of Cloud Pages?
Yes, we will do a live demo in which I will explain. We will start from a creating project. We do this live demo because a lot of people from the live chats and our social media platforms, they asked that they are facing in creation of projects, they are facing issue in the deployment of server, and some of them are creating facing issue in the deployment of WordPress. So we are decided, and thank you to you. You provide us a platform to deploy, to give a live demo to our users so they can understand and can see how to do things in the right way.
Sure, no problem. I'm more than happy for you to share with us, our community on, how to make use of, Cloud Pages, as well as, teach us a little bit about Lightspeed servers. I did the lookup about Lightspeed servers, and I kind of understand what they are trying to do, but I don't really have much experience, managing a Lightspeed server, right? So I'm gonna turn on your, have show up to share his screen here. Okay, so Shoaib, I will leave it to you to share with us your knowledge, and let's go.
Okay, let me start from creating a project. I assume that you already have an account on Cloud Pages. Uh, so let me start. Here you can see on your screen. You can see I have some already created project in my account. I will start from the first step after the sign up. That is the create a new project. To create a new project, you just have to click on the create new project button in the top menu. When you click on the create new button, create new project button, you can see this screen will ask for the project name. Here I will add a demo project name as a demo project. uh, Creating a project with cloud pages is just, I must say, two clicks process. First click on the create new button, then provide the project name and click on the create project. Let me clear some confusion about the project. People from on live chats are asking that how, what is the project, what is mean by project. Project is a container under which we will you can manage your server, your billing, your team members, your you can see your log, you can see your payment method and all. In front of you I just created a demo project. You can see here You don't have, if you don't have any plane, you have to buy any plane from live deals or plane as our live deal. And we also have provide 7-day trial to new sign up. You can also carry with that trial. So I created a project. We don't have any plane yet, but I already have a I think this is done from the creating a project part. I already have a project with an agency plan, so I will go the other part with that thing. Here is a project. In this project, you can see I have a plan that is agency plan. Basically, this agency plan is a trial. As I mentioned that we offer 7-day trial to all of new signups. We do that do not need any cards or any other detail. You can sign up, take a trial, and test our product. First, in the left menu, if we see the first option is deploy server. A lot of people are facing the issue that how to deploy a server. So I will go with this part. When you click on the deploy server, you can see on your screen you have some instructions. Let me clear and read instruction for the viewers. You must have a VPS or a dedicated server to use CloudPages. Uh, Here, I will mention. I want to mention this, that provider of the VPS or dedicated server does not matter. The thing matter is Ubuntu 2004 operating system. You can buy a server, a VPS or dedicated server from any provider. You can take server from AWS, Hetzner, DigitalOcean, Upcloud. It's up to you from where you can easily get a VPS. But this VPS must have Ubuntu 2004. Then moving forward, make sure that the installation of the server is installation of OS on server, VPS or dedicated server should be must, should be fresh. Why? Because if you have any pre-installed LAMP or LAMP stack on it, maybe cloud pages will not work with that. And also make sure that in case of Hetzner and DigitalOcean, we noticed that they did not mount any port. But in case of AWS, you must have to enable. In case of any provider, you must have to enable these port 80 TCP, TCP port 80, 443 port 443 TCP and UDP both, and 28.3 is dedicatedly for the cloud pages installation. After these pre-requirements, you have to provide some detail about it. For our first option is the server type. For which type of web server you are going want to go. If you have a Lightspeed Enterprise license, then you can select the Lightspeed Inter. Otherwise, you can go with the free version of Lightspeed, that is Open Lightspeed. For this demo, I will also go with the Open Lightspeed. Then server name. Server name is totally up to you. What you want to add. Like I add a demo server, and then you have to provide the IPv4 address of the server which you bought from any of provider. I already have a DigitalOcean server. Here is the IP. Just provide these details, and after providing these details, click on the deploy server. This will take you to the screen from where the actual installation process you have to start. As in case of cloud pages, we try to mention all the instruction through UI. Some people may do not understand the documentation, so we during the deployment of server, we provide all instruction here also, so everyone can easily understand, as documentation is already available on our website. So first thing is to do is log into your server using any SSH client. Like you can use PuTTY, Bitwise, anyone, any SSH client you are comfortable with. Like I use for this tutorial, if you can see on your screen, I use bitwise SSH client. In the next step, what you have to do, copy this script that is provided on your screen, copy this script and go to your server terminal, paste it, paste the script here and run this. This installation process of cloud pages will take some time. Like it will take time to install Lightspeed, then Lightspeed web server, then MariaDB, some packages. It may take 5 to 10 minutes to complete this installation. While the process is running, I have already deployed a server, so we can go to the part of WordPress deployment, and then we can check how this going. Here on my see here in the same project, I have I already deployed a server, this server one. Once the server is deployed completely, you can see this server dashboard on your screen. This has a lot of option. In this demo, we will focus mainly on the WordPress manager, how to deploy WordPress site and how to use WordPress manager. But you can see there is a lot of feature here also. When you deploy a server, you can also see if your plan is agency. You can also see disk usage, RAM usage, CPU usage. You have a create website option in the front. In the top, you have a create website option. Create website option. Using this create website option, you can deploy any type of website. Like you want to host a custom PHP website with cloud pages. Also, someone is asking on social media that can we host a PHP site with cloud pages? Yes, you can host. We provided the create website option. You can create a website and host any type of website you want. You can list as from the second option. You can list that website. If I click on that, there you can see I already have some websites on my server. The main thing is the deploy WordPress. De- from where we can deploy a WordPress. To deploy WordPress, first of all, you have to click on the WordPress Manager button. When you click on the WordPress Manager button, you can see a deploy green button, like you can see on your screen, deploy WordPress. To deploy a new WordPress site, click on this button. Here on this screen, you have to provide details to to deploy a WordPress on any domain, like what title you want to add on your website. Like I am adding an WordPress example. Which domain you want to use to deploy WordPress? Like demo one dot cloudpages dot cloud. I added the domain. Then you can select any version of WordPress. Maybe you are transferring site from anywhere that have some old version of WordPress, like 5.5.5. You can select that version to deploy, or you can do, if you are going to deploy a fresh site completely here, then I'm you can select any variant, but I must go with the 5.7.2. From here you can select any type. You have to choose. If you want to go with Lightspeed and WordPress only, you can also go with Lightspeed cache plugin. I am talking about the Lightspeed cache plugin. That if you select WordPress plus Lightspeed cache, then you will get the deployed site with the WordPress and Lightspeed cache plugin. If you want to install Classic Editor, we also provide an option to install your WordPress with Lightspeed and Classical Editor. because some people preferred classical editor. And also, if you want to set up a WooCommerce store, so you don't have to go install WordPress and then go to the plugin and add WooCommerce. You just have to select WordPress Lightspeed plus WooCommerce. I go with the basic one, the WordPress plus Lightspeed option. Then you in the next part, in the next section, you have to provide some detail through which you can log into the WordPress admin dashboard. Like you have to provide a username, like I provide admin. I want to create a user admin to log into WP admin dashboard. Then you have to provide a mail for you want to create a account and take that mail to in future maybe you need to reset some password or anything. I already and I also created a password for it. You can create a password must be a strong one. Here is the update section. What cloud pages does, cloud pages take care of updates, also updates of theme, update of uh, plugins, and also the core updates of WordPress. In the first option you can see here that we have automatic updates for whole the WordPress. Here you have, we provided three options: minor and security update. You can enable those and go with that, or you can enable all the updates which include major and minor all. And also you can disable the updates if you want to do manually and do not want that cloud pages update those things automatically. In the next you can enable or disable update for plugins section 2. If you want that your plugin all your plugin will update automatically from cloud pages, then you can enable this option. If you want to do these things manually, then you can disable those options. Sometime people prefer to go manually as they are using some kind of editing, some kind of design like Elementor and these to building plugin. So they keep these thing updates disabled. Once all these uh, detail provided, you can click on the deploy WordPress and the process will. Let me change the domain name. Here the deployment started. You can see you can see the progress on your screen, like parent website is creating, downloading the WordPress core files, and then further you can see installing Lightspeed cache plugin, and then after this the last step is activating those plugin and theme. Like you can see activating once process shows the completed, you can after few seconds you can see this WordPress manager dashboard. Here on the WordPress manager dashboard, we have a lot of options and things to do. From we have four tabs here: journal, plugin, themes, and staging. From the first tab, journal, we provide open. This open button just open your site in your browser. When you click on this button, you can open the site on your browser. We have file manager, and from the file manager, you can create a new folder, create a new file, compress any file or folder, and extract it. What this upload button does, upload button allow you, we used SFTP to upload, the most secure version to upload any file on the server. This, when you click on this upload button, you will go to this screen. From this screen, you can create a SFTP account to upload any file to server. Click on the change password button, and here you can give any password to create the SFTP account. Using this account, you can upload a file to the server using FileZilla or any uh, file manager. From the login, what login button does? Login button redirect you to the WP admin dashboard, and it is auto login. You do not have to provide any credential. It will automatically redirect you to the WP admin dashboard. Then we have a Git manager also. You can read about the Git manager in our documentation. All detail is provided there. Here we also allow to enable and disable WP cache plugin. We also allow the debugging. You can some time you need to enable debugging mode of WP and check what's going wrong on the WordPress level. So you can enable debugging mode from here. You can also enable and disable search engine indexing, as you must know that how important this is. And you can also maintenance mode if you want to do something on the on and put want to put the site on the maintenance mode, you can go with this. In the second tab, plugin tab, you can do following thing. You can do following thing. What you can do, you can enable any plugin, activate any plugin, deactivate any plugin, update any plugin. Let me show you. Let this plugin have an update available. Click on the update button. Refresh the page and you can see update done. From here you can also activate and deactivate and delete the any plugin. And you can also select update all and delete selected plugin. Same like in the theme tab, you can activate any theme, update any theme, delete any theme. The most important thing is the staging. We provide one click staging. Like, what you have to do, you just have to give a name. Like I give a name, that staging site, and then I will give a name to the site, staging one dot cloud pages dot cloud, and create now. This will create a staging site for you. This will create a staging process will take some time, and you can see the progress. You can see the progress along, like creating a site. First go with the creating a staging site, then all files site created, then you can see creating a database. The database creating from for new site, and then automatically data will be copied from the main site. This process will go for, it will take some time to complete the task. We can shift on other options on until this completed. We have some other option. Let me give a short view about those. We have a create database. If you want to create any database directly, you can create any database directly from the UI, and you can also list already created database. Like we have some. If you want to remove any database, you can remove from here. We have a firewall. What you can do from the firewall? From the firewall, first of all I will show you that you can see here that we have these port enabled. If you want to enable any other port on your server, you can do this from the firewall option. Click on the firewall, just select which type of port you want to enable, like for the TCP protocol or UDP protocol. provide the IP. If you want to enable that port for any specific IP, then add that IP. Or if you want to enable that global for global use, then you can add 0.0.0. As provided in the default input box, and you can write the port here. Click on the add rule, and this your port will be added. You can also see the documentation about it on the our knowledge base. We have a mode security feature also. Mode security is only available in the agency plane. You can install here from here, and do the second settings as you require. You can read more about the mode security feature in our knowledge base. We have settings, server setting option also. From here you can change your server name. You can change the directory where to store the website. Like you want to create a custom path for a website to create in, then you can change here. Also you can transfer this server to any project. What is requirement for that? Your project, the project where you want to transfer this server could be in this account or any other account. You can transfer your server to that project. You can also delete if you are not using your server. You can delete from here. All done from my side. Uh, Over to Henry. If
Yes, Shoaib, right. Thanks so much for sharing with us so far. It's big. It's actually quite fast to set it up. I mean, you only took like 30 minutes to share with us, right? I was wondering though. We have to set this up on a cloud server, right? That means we have to use like AWS, or how do we actually deploy this?
uh, in as I mentioned that you can choose any provider, AWS, DigitalOcean, Hetzner. The requirement for to install cloud pages is just to you must have Ubuntu 2004 on your server. And as you mentioned, AWS do not allow all ports enable. You have to enable these ports, like AT, TCP, 440, TCP and UTP both. And 28.3 is the dedicated port for cloud pages. uh, TCP 28.3 TCP. The This is the just requirement for a short requirement for to set up cloud page.
Yeah, so the Usman has also joined us. Usman is the CTO of CloudPages as well. Right. Hi, Usman. Can you hear us?
Hello, Henry. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. How about yourself?
I'm also doing great, and we really appreciate you inviting us today.
Yeah,
And
no problem. There are actually quite a few people who's watching on the stream. Those of you who are watching right now, if you have any questions, right, feel free to, comment, and because you have the pleasure of having Shoaib, who is the CEO, as well as Usman here, who's the CTO, to address your concerns. Right. So we will have to make use of cloud pages in DigitalOcean. Is there a way as well? For example, if I have a client, let's say, who is there a way that we can manage clients through the server as well? Manage the subscription to manage the servers. Is that possible as well with cloud pages?
uh, you are asking like if you have a if we have a team management feature.
More like a client management feature. That means I can turn off their hosting anytime. If let's say they want to cancel or stop working with us, is that possible with cloud pages?
Henry, I would say that that's most likely a feature for a hosting control panel, like cPanel, CyberPanel. The cloud pages is mostly focused toward cloud servers, like individual users and for their teams. Like there is a team of developers working on a project, they can use DigitalOcean and deploy cloud pages on DigitalOcean and manage their sites. And at the same time, they can share access with their developers. But if you ask for a complete client management like reseller hosting,
Yes,
that is more focused on for that. I think cPanel or CyberPanel are more towards that target market. Cloud pages is mostly focused on cloud side.
I see, I see. So that means you're saying that we actually make use of cloud pages is more for our own managing our own websites, you'd say.
For your own website, for your client websites, some freelancers manage their client sites, and some web agencies as well manage their own client sites, and at the same time developers are working on their websites, so you can share access with the developers. There is also a git manager feature where the developers can easily attach their git repositories and set up automation using webhooks.
Awesome. Could you also share with us, right? Like why should we make use of cloud pages rather than, let's say, going with a service provider such as Cloudways or even SiteGround, right? Because I know that they provide cloud hosting that are actually built on Google Cloud, DigitalOcean, and so on as well, rather than building our own the using cloud pages.
Cloud pages, I think you cannot bring your own servers with cloud pages. They have I think partnership with the providers where you don't have to bring your own server. On cloud pages, the first thing is that you can bring server from any cloud provider. The second thing is cloud pages is built on light speed servers. And if you, I don't know if you know, back in 2017, the global share for Lightspeed servers was around 2.7. It was under 3.
Yep.
And if you check now, the Lightspeed share is almost 10% for Lightspeed web servers,
Yep.
because of the ease of use. They can set up a cloud pages server, deploy a WordPress site, and it is already very fast out of the box because Lightspeed cache plugin is installed, and I don't think that you have to do anything else. These days, I also notice that most of the people are always focused on their page speed scores because it's a considerable ranking factor these days.
Yes,
But
that's right.
they don't take care like what will happen if they receive a huge influx of traffic. So their Lightspeed perform very well because Lightspeed is a server level full page caching. So when you receive a huge influx of traffic, Lightspeed is well configured out of the box to handle that traffic. That is why lots and lot of people are moving towards Lightspeed and open Lightspeed servers.
Yeah, that's
So
awesome, right? I think you have answered some of the questions that I have to ask. Is there anyone in who wants to make a comment for Shoaib or Usman? Feel free to do so. Otherwise, Shoaib and Usman, do you have anything else that you'd like to share with us?
yes, I would like to say a few things that our team is usually we don't have like a dedicated marketing team or marketing personnel. We are mostly a team of developers and support personnel. So some of our clients got confused with projects, that what are projects in cloud pages. Now, as Shoaib, I think already have explained very well regarding what are projects. But projects are basically containers for your websites and your servers. and you only need multiple projects in case you are running a totally different web agencies. For example, Henry,
I
if you
see.
are managing two different web agencies and you have different set of employees in each web agency, then only I think you need multiple projects. But most of our clients are requesting for having multiple projects. So that was a confusion that I wanted to clear. And later on, we are also going to bring server level permissions inside a project as well. So, for example, you are working on a client side and you want to give your client access to his server, so you can do that.
I see. So you're saying that if I run an agency, okay, and I have let's say a client with three websites and another client with five websites, and that's what you will recommend, right? To create two different projects.
Sorry, I missed your question.
So because you were mentioning about projects, right? So let's say I run an agency, I have a client with three different websites and another client with, let's say, four different websites. I should create two projects to better manage them, right? Is that what you were saying?
But are those clients from your two different agencies? Like, are you running two agencies side by side?
No, I'm running one agency.
So you can even use one project and deploy two servers inside a project, and you can use one project and manage both of these servers separately.
I see, I see. So if I run multiple agencies, then it will make sense for me to use different projects.
Exactly. That is what we wanted for our clients. But clients were getting confused because in cloud pages each project have its own billing, own invoicing, and own set of features. They are isolated from other projects.
I see, I see. All right. I think is there anything else that you would like to share,
I
Usman
think
Shoaib?
uh, I think that's enough, and just we are thankful for
About the
you.
giveaway we handed to you, you can announce that.
Sure, sure.
Sure.
I will work with you, and then maybe we can see how we can help you to promote Cloud Pages better through the giveaway, right? We don't want to, give it to like anyone. We want them to really want Cloud Pages, and you want to give them to the right people who are going to make use of it. Am I right? Right,
Yes. Yes.
awesome, right? Okay, great. I think that's all I have to ask, and it was a very insightful webinar with the both of you here, and I did learn quite a bit about light speed and using a WordPress server manager as well, and if it's possible as well, I would like to invite you as well to our local WordPress meetup, and have you share about these kind of topics with our local community as well in Singapore. Hope that's great with that's fine with the both of you as well, right? Otherwise, those of you who are watching, thanks so much for being here. I hope you guys can see the power of Cloud Pages, right? It's really simple, to set up. You just have to have a server with DigitalOcean and other different cloud servers out there, and you can set up your own WordPress server manager and manage your entire WordPress on your own. If you are the kind who likes that kind of control over your websites, I think that Cloud Pages is great for you. And pretty much that's all I have to share. Thanks so much, Shoaib and Usman, for being here, sharing all about your tool with us. And I'll see you in the next episode of Decisive Learnings. Bye bye.
Sure. Bye